Hello, this is Walk a Mile on My Shoes 3 and welcome back. This one might not be very good, it might be a bit short, might be a bit shit, because I've had one of those weeks, and you know what that means. One of those weeks, that is, I don't even have to explain, you just know what one of those weeks is. And it's been tiring and exhausting and other synonyms of tiring. It's been tough. And yesterday was, I'm going to lean against this tree for a little bit because there's people around and I don't want to scare people. But I had a very tiring day yesterday. And yeah, I didn't really want to do much this morning, but I've decided to come out anyway because, I don't know why, because I decided to. And yesterday I was stuck at a train station for 4 hours because someone died on a train, I think, and all the lines got cancelled and all the trains got cancelled and shit, which wasn't very good at all, and that just really got me in the mood to cry. I think it's the best way to put it. But I got home and I just played Stardew Valley until the early hours of the morning because that's what calms me down. But yeah, nothing gets my mind off the world like farming and pretending like I have a family in a video game. And it's kind of depressing to think the closest thing I have to a meaningful relationship with a woman is in a pretend video game with an NPC, in a farming game. But all my real Stardewers, how do you do it? Stardew gang sign. All my real Stardewers know Abigail is a little cheeky purple-haired tart. That's gone over a lot of people's heads, but trust me, she's hot. And she's my wife, so leave her alone. Last week today, I got extremely crossfaded. And that's not a good thing. Substance abuse is bad, but sometimes it's good and it feels great. And I'm still gonna do it more. And it really felt like I had wet myself, but I hadn't, and that's the duality of man, really. But yeah, it felt like someone was giving my crotch a big old bear hug. It felt like the warmth of an old friend. And I haven't pissed myself in years, so maybe it was an old friend coming back to hug my groin in the spiritual sense. And yeah, what if pissing yourself was the friends you made along the way? But yeah, I don't think I've actually pissed myself in years, since puberty anyway, because everyone knows after puberty that's when you grow the strong penis muscles. And that sounds quite weird, but it's true. You grow big old clenching penis muscles. But yeah, boy does that muscle clench these days when I'm anxious. Anyone else get that? But yeah, it been clenching, and if it had limbs, it could probably strangle a couple hundred obese women before getting tired. Something I've always wanted to know, something I've always pondered is, do women wet the bed? Or is that, just another woman myth? Because there's a lot of women myths, like, do women fart? Do they poop? Or the clitoris? That is the biggest myth surrounding women. And that's enough women talk for the rest of the episode, because that's a sensitive subject. But back on topic, being crossfaded, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It felt like my body needed to excrete something, and towards the end it felt like my nipples were going to explode, or I was going to start lactating or something. And if that happened, I probably would have tasted it. Kill me for being curious. And those are the last words of the cat. And you know, okay, I probably would have let the boys have a little suckle on that teat. And I'm man enough to admit that. I'm comfortable in my sexuality. I know deep down that would be something a couple straight dudes could enjoy. A little straight boy nipple juice. I mean, what a white boy got to do to get some titty milk off another dude? Am I right? But anyway, in post I'll probably just insert a little video of me incredibly high. Yeah, this one goes in a different folder, but
yeah, what's the topic of conversation?
oh, what do you guys do for work?
Well, oh shit.
Sorry, it was.
Well, we can tell what
it's
you do.
foaming over.
Edit that out. No, this is what he does for work.
He works on a corner.
Yeah, I'm in landscaping.
Landscaping. How about you scrape the underside of my nutsack for any cheese?
Oh.
You are very welcome for that video, by the way. A little deep dive into my life. What else? I've been playing a lot of pool, a lot of billiards recently, for those Americans out there. Don't know why I said that, no one really watches my videos, but there we are. But yeah, playing a lot of pool by myself, just practicing. It's quite therapeutic. I think about some of the things that are bothering me while I do it. Like, why can I pinch my elbow and it doesn't hurt at all, but I like touch a little spot on my back and I feel the pain of the eternal torture of 1,000 dwarves. And I don't really know why I said dwarf there. It could have been anyone, but there we are. I think they probably just feel pain a little bit more, maybe. And I do have deeper thoughts than that, but I'm not willing to share those because I have such a dark soul. God, that was cringe. As I was saying before, I had to say hi to an old person. Saying hi to a senior citizen. See a lot of those on the walk. But anyway, as I was saying, the squirrel. Fucking squirrel. God. But yeah, I saw a squirrel on a little bollard. Man. I was walking past this bollard and this little fucker was like 3 feet away from me. And I stopped in my tracks. No one saw me do a little weird stop there, but I stopped in my tracks. And he was like weirdly comfortable with me being there. He was just looking deep into my soul, deep into my eyes. And it got to the point where I was probably stood there for maybe 7 seconds. And I thought, you know, there's probably like a 1% chance that this squirrel is like super smart and is trying to be like friends with me or something. So naturally I start, you know, greeting it, saying hi, giving it a little wave. And then he just starts clicking his tongue at me. He goes like that. And that was really fucking weird. I was just like, what the fuck is this guy speaking to me in Morse code or something? And then he starts rubbing his hands together. I can't really do it because I've only got 2 hands, but imagine there's another hand next to mine. He's doing the evil supervillain hand rubbing motion. And I was like, damn, this guy's like fucking, he's evil. He's plotting something. This guy's not happy with me being there, but also he's not running away. And then it's like making this spitting, clicking noise and starting to get even. He's still doing it. It's almost like he's making that noise so he can like delve into my soul. And I start getting all sweaty and stuff and getting a little bit scared. Because like, what the fuck is this evil bastard doing? He's hypnotizing me. He's trying to control my mind. And there was like some evil plot against me in the squirrel kingdom. All the squirrels are plotting against me. So I tell him to fucking knock it off, you little prick. And then he stops doing the hand rub and he just starts looking really sad. Like puts his head down and looks really depressed. And I'm just thinking, oh, you little shit. Now you just made this relationship toxic. That's what you done there. You made it damn toxic. Fucking hell, also, there's someone here. Who's that? I don't want them to hear me talking about how I spoke to a squirrel. But yeah, I'm thinking, you've made this relationship toxic. You're now trying to control my emotions. And then I'm like, two can play at this game, you big-tailed rat. You're just a twinky ferret. You're the twink of ferrets. That's what you are. And like, keep in mind, it's been 30 seconds I've been stood here talking to this squirrel, and I'm really close now. I'm eight bean cans stacked up onto each other and then turned sideways. I'm maybe 6 bean cans away, or 2 feet, whichever is easier for you to visualize. But this little emotionally manipulative squirrel is sitting there, and he's still trying to play this sad game, still putting on the facade, still wearing the mask. And so I start feeling a little bad, because his tactics are working on me. I've been really mean to this squirrel, and he was just trying to mind his own business. But he looked at me first. He made eye contact with me, so I felt it was natural to talk to him. But yeah, so I apologise, and then he just walks off, like he just didn't ruin my entire day. So then, as I'm walking off, he's still looking at me, by the way. He's walking away like backwards, sort of. Oh, he's walking forward, but he's got his head turned so he can look at me. So I just fucking give him one of those, flip him off, let him know who's the fucking boss. I'll beat you up and kill your whole family, you little shit. I'll put poison in fucking nuts and leave them around. Yeah, anyway, that was my experience with a crazy squirrel. And I might be schizophrenic. And that story is what I call the fucking squirrel. That little shit, that little jit. Bear jarring you. Anyway, the other day I had some really shit potato waffles, and I've been off the potato waffles for maybe a year. Yeah, I had some really shit potato waffles from Aldi, and they were all powdery. Tasted like 3 days old McDonald's chips. And I just thought, damn, the golden age of potato waffles is officially over. Like, what's happened? Starmer's government has ruined potato waffles. And I was a heavy potato waffle addict back in the day. I was eating maybe a 12-pack of Bird's Eye waffles a week at one point. It was a real struggle, but eventually I beat the addiction. Oh, there's birds in this tree, I can hear them. I wonder what birds. What are you up to, fellas? No? No. They didn't want to talk. But yeah, it was a struggle. But I eventually kicked the potato waffle addiction, eventually. And it looks like this is a positive. I'm not going to get hooked to potato waffles again, because they've gone to shit now. And yeah, now crumpets is where it's at. Man, I love crumpets. Just so fucking beautiful, man. I love every one of their holes. Not just one or two, like most men. I appreciate all holes. And that's not a metaphor or a euphemism. That's just for crumpets. I promise. I was also addicted to Viagra for a year. And that was the hardest period of my life. Get it? I've been really getting into eggs recently. Those premature chicken children. They are so good because, you know, they taste great, they're good for you, they're quick and easy to cook. Crumpets and eggs is my go-to breakfast at the moment anyway. It's just, oh, so beautiful. I love it so much. I'm going to insert a little photo of my breakfast this morning. Crumpet, 2 eggs and coffee. That is the, whew, that's the sweet spot right there. It's a pretty clear day today. You can see the shard from the hill. Also, this is the same walk I did on the first episode because I couldn't be asked to walk really far to get to find a different route for something for this episode. But yeah, super clear day today. Hang on, I'll sit down and then I'll show you. Oh, at my little bench. But yeah, there is. You can see if it focuses. Yeah, no, it's not going to focus, is it? Oh, there we go. That's the shard, the faint outline of the shard. And there's the cows. Oh, maybe Dinner's down there. And for anyone new that's tuning, Dinner is the cow I named a couple of weeks ago. And I'm sure she misses me as much as I miss her. What else did I do this week? I went to the cinema. Took mumsies to the cinema to see one battle after another. I was thoroughly impressed. The cinematography was beautiful, it was incredible. It was very vulgar, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to be a serious film, but it was very vulgar, very, very funny. It's actually very funny. It's a bit of a black comedy sort of vibe to it, which, you know, I liked. It was very unexpected, but it was good. And Leonardo DiCaprio, brilliant as always. When is he not? And the woman who plays Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter in the movie, she was really good. I can't remember her name. It was like Chasing Galaxies or some shit like that. Hold on, let me fact check this. It wasn't Chase Galaxies, it was something equally as wacky. It was Chase Infinity. So I was kind of close, but yeah, overall incredible film. Good acting, good cinematography, good ending, good fight scenes. Yeah, super funny at times, which was a welcome surprise. Yeah, it had a good vibe to it, and a lot of political undertones, which, you know, you can't escape these days. Book club. Today's book is Into Thin Air, and it is just so beautifully written, and it's a powerful story. It's almost unbelievable that it's true at times, and it's about a man and his crew that climb K2, I think it is, and it goes south. I won't reveal too much, just read it because it's incredible. But yeah, it's a short read. You can get it done in maybe two days, 2 sessions of reading. But God, it's so good. Such a well written story. And then the guy John K something. And yeah, but he's got another book called Into the Wild, which is also an incredible book. And I think it's had a film made of it, but I'm not sure how good the film was. But yeah, just read that book. It's so good. Song of the day this week. It's Not the End of the World by Super Furry Animals. Great song. They recently announced the first tour in a decade, and I managed to get me and my buddy some tickets. And they're not really fans, but they will be. And it's going to be so good. But yeah, It's Not the End of the World is one of them songs where just the sounds they just be sounding in your ears. And that's not the kind of sounding that involves urethral insertion, but they still be sounding. It's just a angelic song. It will knock your socks off. And there's this, the intro is just, it's like so powerful, because it starts off like really dee 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 dee, little tiny, maybe 8 seconds. There's just a little quiet hum, and then it just explodes into this floral pattern of music. And I don't know why I said floral pattern. Maybe it's because it's like quite organized but yet so random. That sounded really powerful. That sounded really wise of me, perhaps. But yeah, sorry if this episode has been a bit short and bad, but I've just had a really depressing week and haven't really had the angst to do anything, really. I've just been studying a lot, trying to take my mind off things, because, yeah, I'm a bit in my feels at the moment. I'm coming to realise a lot of things a lot of negativity that's happened to me in the past year. This has been the week where I've started to realise it, because I've just been shutting it out for so long, and this week I've just sort of been realising it all. And yeah, maybe I'll get into that another time when I'm comfortable enough to talk about it. But yeah, next week hopefully I'll have one of my buddies on, probably my best friend. I might call it the best friend episode, maybe, because yeah, best friends are important. And I'll also maybe tell the story about how I saw a ghost. And yeah, I've seen one, maybe 2 ghosts, and I wholeheartedly believe that at least one of them was a ghost, because I just have no explanation for it. Bonus segment. You'll never guess what. Cole, is this dinner? Let's see if she responds to me. Hey, dinner. You know, maybe not. A guy's just watched me say that, by the way. Damn, bro. She got some udders on her, dude. Hey, Kel. How you doing? Oh, there's a cow as well. Little baby cow. There's so many here. They're all over there. Yeah, that's enough. Goodbye. Another bonus section. Little calf, youngling cow. They don't get to come. Yeah. You want to come here? No? Oh, isn't she cute? Little cow. It's that mum cow over there. Or any of those. Hello.